With the rather recent launch of Apple Video for Podcast, is it the cheat code to growing your podcast? Today, we're going to break down Apple Video, Spotify Video, and YouTube Video for your podcast growth. Not only are we going to break down some of the testing we've done in each of these resources, but I recently met with a bunch of the staff at Spotify, and I'll tell you what my feedback is based on that. So here we go, right into video for your podcast. Spotify's video's been out for a while. You can absolutely upload your video podcast there. It even allows you to upload a short clip as part of their beta program. Spotify also is huge when it comes to the audio source. A lot of you probably host on Spotify's RSS feed. We have a bunch of shows where we do post the video version onto Spotify. It's kind of like a why not mechanism. If you got a little bit of time, there is zero to lose. But in my discussions recently with some of the members of Spotify, I put them a little bit into a spot and I asked, what is the chances of smaller shows getting organic reach? And the answer was crickets. Spotify is currently a system of winners. If you have a big show, then they might give you an organic push. Their reasons would be you want to be on another platform and another place to host your video. Also, there's some arguments that both Apple and Spotify would make around video and its ability to keep people more engaged for longer time. I have some pushback on this because a lot of people absorb podcasts still when they're on a walk or they're in the car. In fact, those are the two most dominant areas. So is video really going to make a difference there? I don't think so. Spotify is going to tell you, host the video on their platform and then direct your traffic there. I would ask them back why. You've given no real reason why new creators should be pushing their video content to the Spotify platform. Now let's talk about Apple. Apple's rather new. They've been in this game a couple months as far as the video platform. We all know that Apple is the most dominant source for audio absorption. So you absolutely want to have your audio podcast there and on Spotify by that matter. Should you take the time to upload the video? My answer would be, if you have the time, yes. You've got a bigger file to contend with, and then some of the hosting platforms will start to charge you more if you want to upload the video version. Apple would once again say the same thing. If you upload a video version, then retention will eventually lead to traction. Traction will eventually lead to maybe organic growth on our platform. But once again, Apple is a system of winners. And if you were to pay attention to one thing on Apple, what I would say is you want to get as many reviews as possible. That is one of the biggest features that Apple loves. The problem is the review platform is insanely hard to use. And most people, even your best friend, are going to get confused in getting there. So is Apple Video worth it at this point in time? Only if you've got the time to spare. YouTube is the longest player in the game, and YouTube is the only one of the three that is giving consistent organic reach. Every video has a chance. It is not a system for winners. In fact, I've just come back from listening to a lecture from the person who represents the algorithm for YouTube and the person who represents YouTube podcasting. And basically the consensus is if you have a good video, YouTube will give it a chance to win. And if you have a great video, it will win. YouTube also has the feature where you can connect your short to the actual video. So if I were to make a short of this video right now, I could put it out in the shorts algorithm, completely different than the standard YouTube browse algorithm, and I could connect the two videos. YouTube has been heavily embracing podcasting, and I think it will continue to do so. So circling back around, Spotify video, Apple Video, YouTube Video, is it worth it? YouTube, absolutely. Do not miss the boat on YouTube. You can absolutely grow an organic audience. Spotify, at first, as a new creator, if you have the time, you have nothing to lose. If you don't have the time, then I think you can pass this for now. Same with Apple Video. We've seen no real increase, even on our biggest shows, in reach for posting the video as opposed to just the audio on Apple or Spotify. Spotify and Apple continue to promote a system of winners, where YouTube tends to promote a system of underdogs. But you also want to be careful too. Whenever one of these platforms puts out something new, you usually want to embrace it. So I was surprised that Apple hadn't been giving the little guys more organic reach in the video space to get people to embrace video on Apple. Just to circle back around on Spotify and connecting with the Spotify representatives, I asked them about the clip program. Like I said, on Spotify, you can post a short clip that connects to your long form video. This has been in a beta program as long as I can remember, and I've seen no value in doing it. When I asked the Spotify reps, they seem to mimic that there was no true plan on continuing to push clip content on their platform. Video podcasting is absolutely the future of podcasting in general. YouTube is now more watched on your home television than Netflix. And anytime you produce a video podcast, you've got a chance to cut clip content for social media. This is one of the biggest strategies you should already be using. And if you're not, change that, because we want to see you at the finish line here at Backlot Studios, AZ Pod Studios, and Business Radio X. Connect us for seminars and things going on in the podcast space and beyond. See you next week.